Hello everyone, this is Jason Lindgren, the host of Secrets of Saturn, and I'm here with Bob Tuskin with a special announcement. Alright Bob, let's talk about the conference.
What conference?
Well, talking about the Free Your Mind 4 conference happening this coming weekend.
Oh, the Free Your Mind conference, that's right. Yeah, it's coming up April 15th through 17th in Pennsylvania. It's just outside of Philly in a little place called Langhorne. And there's going to be a few speakers that your audience might be interested in hearing, including Mark Passio and Jim Mars and Max Egan and Bob Tuskin and a whole slew of other interesting speakers and a community to boot that's unlike any other. I mean, really, let's get real here, Jason. We could sit back and listen to your show or watch a documentary online and get some really great information. It's probably, in a way, easier to concentrate and absorb some of the teaching of many of the aforementioned speakers that will be there live in the flesh at the Free Your Mind Conference. However, there's one thing that we are void of in only doing that, and that is a sense of community, a opportunity to get together with these people that we feel so distant from. In our day-to-day lives, we feel very isolated. I think this is a common theme amongst most people out there who are getting involved or researching this sort of material. And ultimately, we have this very uniquely human desire to communicate with other human beings. No man is an island, as they say. And this opportunity to get together face to face, not with the boring speakers who are not so boring, but you know what I mean, not with just the speakers, not just to sit there passively and listen to the unique research of these enlightening individuals, but to actually get there and drink a beer if you so choose to partake in that sort of libation, and actually communicate and have a conversation with somebody outside of the people out there who I don't choose to alienate and call sheeple, but others might, who are more concerned about what's happening with Donald Trump or whatever. We're going to have conversations about natural law. We're going to have conversations about occult ritualistic magic. We're going to have conversations about solution-oriented themes, how to take down the beast, how to topple Babylon, and so on and so forth. And this is the sort of thing that you can't get every day in your local community. Therefore, this sort of mecca, if you will, of individual free thinkers comes together this coming weekend and is something that I think we all need. It's a soul-satisfying event, that's for sure.
How did the first 3 go, and what kind of turnout are you expecting for this one?
The first 3 really sucked. No, I'm joking. We are building on some momentum here that is just absolutely remarkable. And it slowly snowballed into a place now where I think it's just about, if not has, reached a so-called critical mass. The exponential growth of the conference can be attributed to the speakers, but also to the unique approach we take that's different than, I dare say, other conferences along the patriot lines or the exopolitical lines and so on and so forth. This conference really is a more well-rounded and succinct look at what's happening, and more importantly, the increased focus on what to do about that, because as so many people out there have expressed to us and just in general, we have a lot of preaching to the choir that takes place, and that kind of gets old after a while, and we have a lot of fear porn and doom and gloom that needs to be addressed. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be Pollyannish here with my outlook on things. We definitely need to address the powers that shouldn't be and their negative influences over our planet. However, the buck don't stop there. We really need to focus on how to take back what is ours, if you will, or take back that individual liberty and sovereignty. And that is something that has increased over the many years of us doing this now and will continue to increase, and will also provide some motivation for people out there to not just attend this conference, but then to get active themselves. The cool thing is, what's come from this conference has been absolutely amazing. It just hasn't stopped at the conference. It's not like you go there, you have this magical weekend with all sorts of really cool people and with all sorts of great information. It just hasn't stopped there. What's come from this has been kind of a amazing snowballing effect of people then leaving the conference and doing their own podcast and doing their own activism and doing their own research and starting their own meetup groups and so on and so forth. And that right there has really created this awesome momentum building exponential growth of the conference.
Awesome. 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 I love that you're putting these events on. All right. How can people get tickets?
Well, the first thing they can do is show up to the conference itself, and there will be people outside in the parking lot with their fake copies of the tickets that we're issuing. What do they call those people?
Scalpers.
Scalpers, yeah. So I suggest they just go to the event and get gouged by Free Your Mind ticket scalpers. I think that's probably the best way to do it. And if they don't want to get ripped off by Free Your Mind ticket scalpers, which, by the way, to my knowledge, don't actually exist, that's how you know you're really getting to a point that has reached critical mass, is when you have ticket scalpers. But honestly, the best way to do it is just to go to the website, freeyourmindconference.com, purchase their ticket there, or we do have door sales available to the general public. If you choose to pay with something outside of Federal Reserve notes or the credit cards, you can do so. We accept food stamps. We also accept Bitcoins. We accept all sorts of, pieces of furniture, or if you have, old socks, we'll take those. Whatever you want to offer in lieu of Federal Reserve notes, we're open to. And if you don't have enough Federal Reserve notes, we're also open to having you come. Just reach out to me directly and we'll make something work. We really want this information to be open source, and that's why we release the talks after the fact to the general public to get the word out. And the conference has its expenses, and we need the support to keep it going. It's just an unfortunate reality. But we also feel that this stuff is so important and needs to get out there. So freeyourmindconference.com. If you can't make it this year, check it out next year. We're doing it yearly now, and definitely look forward to seeing you there. And Jason, I look forward to seeing you there as well. This will be our first time to meet up face-to-face. Always a cool thing to do.
Totally. All right, Bob. Thank you so much, and I will see you this weekend.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.